Hi everyone, ETL here, and I am here to show you how I do my lean and green meals in the evening. Now you can have them anytime with the Optivia program, or if you just want to get yourself a little healthy meal in there, this is an easy way to do it. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. First is a scale. So this is a digital scale. You can see right there, the numbers are gonna be popping up, maybe. I don't have it flat. There you go. Or you can have the old-fashioned scale, and there's Miss Cleopatra, new addition to the home quarantine. I don't have the oven on, so she feels free to walk around and be part of the video. All right, Cleopatra, your debut is over. All right, because I live in the house by myself with my animals, I'm not preparing this as if I'm in a restaurant or Food Network or anything, obviously. So, please use correct hygiene when cooking. It's best. Wash my hands before I started. This right here is the old, if you remember, kind of Weight Watchers scale, kind of kitchen scale you can get from Walmart or anywhere like that, maybe even Dollar Tree now. I've had it forever. I've been on Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Herbalife, you name it, I've tried it. So this is the one that I feel like I'm going to be the most successful with. We'll see. But anyways, so I am going to go ahead and turn on the stove, turn on the burner. I've got my pan here, nice and clean. Those are dishwater marks. I live in New Mexico. There's lots of hard waters here. I am just going to use a little bit of spray just so that nothing sticks. And tonight I'm going to have a little bit of kind of Mexican, maybe. I don't know if you'd really call it that, but I'm going to have grilled chicken with cauliflower and broccoli with some avocados, and I'm just going to put it all in here, and I've already weighed and measured it all out. So this here is my broccoli, and you can see my cauliflower is about the size of my hand, so it got huge, so it'll crunch up when we get done. The ounces on this one, and I'll show you the scale. Let me just wrap that back right up. And I will show you the scale for this. If it doesn't lie to me, it should be about 6 ounces. Maybe a little bit less. It's not gonna do it. Let me bring the phone. So it's a little about 7 ounces. And so what that's gonna do is, that is before cooking, and then I'll weigh it after cooking. Because it is frozen. You can kind of see it glistening a little bit. So it is frozen. And frozen usually weighs more because of the water. So I'm just going to dump that in there. Nope, I don't want you to work. And then here's my chicken. And my chicken will weigh, let me zoom that out, 6, a little bit. I take one off and it takes it down to almost 20, but if I just leave it alone with the napkin, it would leave it about 6.10, I think. a little over 6, but that's with the napkin included and me kind of messing around with it. But if I put it in the handy dandy old-fashioned measuring, and I just built it. So, but if I put it in the handy dandy old-fashioned, I use the napkin because the glass scale doesn't have like this little nice little container that you can put it in. Get all the little pieces I dropped because that's all part of the ounces. So let's see here. Where can you see that scale? There we go. You can see that scale's right at 6 ounces. So I know that I'm measuring 6 ounces, even though the digital may say 0.10 or something like that. This is at 6. So I'm going to dump that in there because it's got seasoning in it. Now make sure when you get your chicken that it doesn't have pre-seasoned to it. I've already picked this and already put the seasoning on it. If you get one of the rotisserie chickens from the store, that's fine too. Just take off the skin. So I'm going to let that cook, and then here's my avocados. This is my oil. So that's why I'm not using any oil like butter or butter mainly, because that's what I normally use. Butter or canola oil or sunflower oil or olive oil, because that's going to be my avocado is going to be my oil. So I'm just going to let this come together. I'm going to stir it around. Like I said, I'm really just waiting for those, the broccoli and the cauliflower to just kind of mix in together with the seasoning. I might turn this fire down just a minute. And I'm going to cover it. But as I cover it, I'm also going to put some water in there. It's going to help make the steam I need to kind of steam the vegetables, and to, you can kind of hear it. Sounds like I'm frying. And so it's just going to help in getting all the seasoning together, help nothing burn, and make sure. Now, this is a cup that I'm using. I just grabbed a measuring. I used probably half of it to put the water in. And that's just to let it kind of marinate all that together so that all those seasonings can come together. And then on top of all that, I'm going to add greens. So yeah, I'm not starving myself on this one. I'm going to add about a half a cup of greens as well. So this is eagle. Okay, my channel is about eagles. So while this is kind of doing its thing, let me tell you about the latest eagle news. Harriet and M15 down in Florida, down near Tampa, Florida, are incubating their 2 eggs. Harriet's an older eagle. She's been around for a while. M15 came around in 2015. That's why his name's M15. He's the male of 2015 that won Harriet. Her previous mate was injured and sadly passed away. And bald eagles do mate for life, but if in some kind of territorial dispute or some kind of dispute like that, and one of the male or the females leave for quite a bit of time, then new males will come in and take over. So actually, they've been busy little bees down there. They have been Last year they had their normal 2 eggs and they hatched, and unfortunately they passed away. Those 2 eaglets died, and then they tried again in June and they had 2 more little eaglets and they made it. And now here we are back in regular season for them. So Harriet's just momming away down there in Florida. So that's one that I watch. Another one that I watch is from Texas. And just to keep not the location private, but just to let you know that there is one in Texas, and down around the Houston area. You probably have heard about it. They are on what's called Pip Watch, which now is probably into Little Eaglet Day 1. And so that means that the little eaglet has poked its little tooth that it's born with through the eggshell, and they'll lose that egg tooth as they get older. About a week or 2 after they come out of the shell, it kind of forms part of their beak or kind of falls off, or we're not quite sure how that happens, but it does kind of help in the formation of the beak. And so, yeah, we got a little eaglet there. We've got a couple of little eaglets all over the place. We got some more Pip Watches, which means that we've got some more eggs in other places. As far as the one that I was following, unfortunately, that is still up in the air. That is due to COVID. That's due to new management. So that is due to a lot of different things. So my water is soaked up or evaporated. You can I'll just kind of move it over here and let you see some of the steam that's rising up from the pan. So you can definitely see it from there. So almost half a cup of water has left. And so, again, I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. I'm letting those frozen vegetables just kind of marinate themselves, kind of defrost themselves, marinate with the seasoning that I have with the chicken already. And then I will reweigh the vegetables when I bring them out. Let me go ahead and put this on here so I know 1.6. So anything I need to add 1.6 or take away 1.6. So my vegetables, depending on what you're gonna have, you need to look at your vegetable list. Either your coach could have given it to you, or your book tells you as well. And so I need about a half a cup, which is about 0.5. Well, depending on the vegetable, it depends on how many ounces. So for like broccoli, I need 1.55, and for cauliflower, 1.76. So 1.76, 1.55. You guys know I'm not very good at math, but that's a little over 3.5. So when this thing gets to about 5, then I know that I have enough vegetables, and then I got enough vegetables. So I'm gonna start taking this out because, again, my water is evaporated. And so I'm gonna just start taking this out, start taking out the vegetables. I'm gonna turn this off. Hear that? That sounds like grease, huh? But it's not. Ouch. Yes, I will burn myself. That's how well That's how I know that I've done a good job, is if I burned it or burned myself. So I need some tongs. That is not working today. Here's that huge cauliflower. See how it browned up really well? So, you know, you don't need oil to brown it. All you need is for them to be frozen, a little bit of water. You can see my pan. I got scrapings here. I mean, I got it all going on here. All right, so that is 5 ounces. So I'm a little under on my low and high greens, but I've also got the avocado in here, so that'll help. So what I can do to substitute that is to use my lean and green, or not my lean and green, but my salad mixture. Now, if you guys know me, you know I don't do anything that requires a lot of work. So I get a salad kit and I open it up. It doesn't matter which salad kit. It's all greens. It's all lettuce, cabbage, red, green cabbage, kale. There is some carrots in here, but there's usually not that many. And then green onions. You know, this is the good part, you know. Well, at this point, kiss it goodbye. So now we're gonna have the lean and greens from the mix. So I'm gonna get my plate. And then this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the vegetables I cooked. And I already know that this is off a little bit, but I also know that 1 handful of greens is about a cup, which is about 1 ounce. So if I put it on my scale, I can see that it's about 1 ounce, a little under 1 ounce. So I can make it up with my salad greens that I'm low on my vegetables. Well, I'm saying that. Yeah. This is probably a 1/2 cup, and it's about half. And that just added 0.5 ounces to what I already had. So, you know, I was never a big believer of the hand or whatever, but it does work. So now I'm gonna put, so you can see how I put it all together. Oops, let me get rid of those a little bit. I'm gonna put my chicken on here. I'm gonna put my avocados on there. Gonna put my greens on there. And what I may do, I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna kind of separate it out so you guys can see a little bit. And my hand is burning because it's paper plate. Put my greens right here. And look at there. I ain't starving. Look at that. Look at that beautiful dinner I just made for myself. Chicken, avocado, salad, some broccoli, and a cauliflower, which I'll cut up when I start eating. So that's how I do my lean and green. Now, I may be learning as I go, because this is only day 9. So I may be told to push back or push forward on something. Watch my measuring a little bit, but I hope to bring you another one of these lean and green meals tomorrow. So have a great day, be good to one another, and take care. Bye.